Good evening, everybody. My name is Bruce Barker, and it's my good fortune to be president of Chippewa Valley Technical College. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, our faculty and staff, and most importantly, our 19,000 students scattered throughout West Central Wisconsin, welcome. Welcome to the CVTC 2020 Winter Virtual Graduation Ceremony.
What do we want to be when we grow up? We've probably been asked that many times, and we may have even asked ourselves that question. For some, today is about celebrating the accomplishment of a dream we have had since we were children. But for others, today is about celebrating the accomplishment of a degree that was perhaps not a lifelong goal or dream, but which will better their situation and that of their family. Both accomplishments are to be celebrated. Today, we are all appreciating the conclusion of endless hours of homework completion, studying, and clinical or internship hours. Many of us have cried frustrated tears when yet another homework assignment was given, or when a test score came back lower than anticipated after hours of studying. We have wondered how we can continue in our program of choice when we have bills to pay, children to look after, and other responsibilities. As if it couldn't get more difficult, we then had to face the ever-changing guidelines and uncertainty that accompany a global pandemic. Chippewa Valley Technical College moved all of their theory classes online and made every effort they could to ensure the safety of their staff and students. My instructor Gina worked tirelessly to find placement for the River Falls campus nursing students to complete their transition hours. In the end, I had to drive 100 miles one way several times to complete my transitions at a hospital that was willing to take students during a pandemic. Instructors and students alike struggled to adjust and learn how to be safer. Instead of being afraid, however, we chose to become inspired. Inspired to work harder and adapt to different ways of doing things. We did not give up. We did not become afraid. We became inspired. And whether we noticed it or not, we caused inspiration in others around us. College students are remarkably resilient people. There is no way around that fact. I personally know fellow students who worked 40 hours or more per week on top of classes, others who would come from a 12-hour shift straight to classes with no rest in between, and still others who had children which required them to work late into the night. When I started the nursing program, I dropped to a casual position at the family practice clinic where I work, and money and time were always tight. I, like many, missed various family gatherings and events with friends in order to be successful in my program. I worked hard to make time for the numerous clinical hours and to be successful with assignments and exams. Between my schedule and my husband's schedule, we didn't see each other from Tuesday evenings until Friday afternoons during one particular 6-week clinical rotation. The sacrifices made by college students and their families is often overlooked and not quite appreciated or recognized for what it is. Today is a day of extreme pride. Your instructors are proud of you, your family is proud of you, and I am proud of each and every one of you. But most importantly, you should be incredibly proud of yourself. You received help and support from instructors and from your family and your classmates, but ultimately you got yourself here today. You decided to keep going when things got hard and money was short, and all you wanted to do was lay your head down on the table or desk where you were studying for yet another exam and not raise it again. But you did raise your head, and you kept studying for that exam. And now we honor you, Chippewa Valley Technical College's class of 2020, and applaud you for your incredible efforts and commitment to your success.
Welcome, graduates, family, and faculty. I really appreciate the opportunity to join you on this important day today. While our time is short, I wish we could all be together, but in these rather remarkable times, this will have to do for us. Positive side, you're probably in a comfortable spot. Shoes may be optional, and you probably didn't have to climb into a crazy graduation gown. Here's my 1 minute of wisdom, or at least these are suggestions for your consideration. First of all, trust yourself. Invest in yourself. Your education has already allowed you to do that. You've done that. You've made that investment. But learning is lifelong. Take the opportunity to learn. A great way to learn is by listening. I try to do that myself. My wife would probably suggest I could do it a lot more. Take a chance. Don't be afraid to make a decision. By making a decision, even if it wasn't the best decision, a decision made can still be adjusted and you can move forward. I often think that's better than no decision at all. Get involved with your community and make it a better place. I often suggest to my employees at Xcel Energy that we're only as strong as the communities we serve. Make your community stronger, get engaged. You'll meet people and you'll make your community a better place for others and for yourself. So briefly, when I started my career, it was back in the early 80s. So I got an opportunity to get a job in Dallas, Texas. I'd been to Texas once. I knew one person in Texas. But I thought it would be a great challenge. It'd be something completely different and a terrific opportunity. 2 weeks after I was on the job, I learned what a RIF was. For those of you who don't know, a RIF is a reduction in force. My job was immediately at risk. Of course, I tried to do a good job getting to work with my job, but also raised my hand and thought, well, maybe I could do some other jobs and take on more work, and got that opportunity. I learned a tremendous amount. After 5 years with Texas Instruments in Dallas, I met a lot of folks that have become lifelong friends and in fact professional peers. So it was a wonderful way to start my career. Of course, now I'm back in the Midwest and very appreciative for that. In closing, graduates, well, there's still a lot of uncertainty in this environment in these rather remarkable times, and there are certainly many challenges that lie ahead. The path forward will seem very challenging, but you've already overcome obstacles and impressed us with your determination. The current environment has tested you. You'll be better for it. You'll be more resilient. You'll be able to take on the challenges, probably even more than you appreciate. So, congratulations to the class of 2020. Keep moving forward.
Greetings, Chippewa Valley Technical College, graduates, family, friends, faculty, and everyone who made this commencement possible. My name is Crystal Wright, welding instructor and fellow alumni. Wow, what a year this has been. I don't think I have to state the obvious. We were all there, just cruising along in our lives with our everyday challenges and struggles, our everyday successes and rewards. Then the world changed. Abrupt changes. School went online for everyone. Internet and toilet paper became the most important products. We were urged to wash our hands and disinfect everything, all the time. And then came the face masks. As a teacher, I had to learn a lot of new ways to teach. I had to figure out how to teach welding online. I can only imagine what it was like to be a student, especially a student who came to CVTC for hands-on learning. The auto, industrial, electrical mechanics, the automation and mechatronics technicians, the welders and machinists. We need our shop time and hands-on activities to learn these skills. The healthcare, nursing, dental, and medics, not to mention cosmetology and culinary management, who need time in labs and clinicals and additionally take the extra precaution working with patients and customers. Amid the challenges, we all learned. We learned to adapt in new ways. We learned to learn in new ways. We were forced to think outside the box, to work outside the box. We had to find new ways to make our everyday lives work. Now you are looking at your future prospects. Where do you go from here? What challenges lie ahead? From what I can tell, you have already done the hard part. You have taken on challenges that most people will never have to take on. 2020 was not an easy year, and here you are, finishing strong. Graduates, you are survivors. You persevered. You set goals and you met those goals. You succeeded. You succeeded regardless of the challenges you faced this year. All of you had to adapt and grow in order to succeed. And you succeeded in more ways than you thought you would have to. You are graduating today because you really want this degree or diploma, and you earned it. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations on persevering. Congratulations on not just graduating, but graduating during a pandemic. On top of your degree or diploma, you earned some serious bragging rights. Thank you. Best of luck in your future.
Graduates, you finally made it. This is your day. This is the day you've been waiting for. Well, I know you've been doing more than just waiting. You've been studying hard, you've been mastering skills, you've been demonstrating the competencies. You've probably suffered from a little stress and anxiety, maybe had a few sleepless nights, but you finally made it, and today you're graduating. Unfortunately, we're not able to celebrate your graduation like we have in the past. There's no stage to walk across, and we don't have a spotlight to shine on you. But that really shouldn't detract from this event or from what you've really achieved. You should be very, very proud of what you've accomplished while you've been here at CVTC. You worked hard. I know it wasn't easy, and the pandemic certainly made it a lot harder. But you've proven that you have the knowledge, you have the skills, and most importantly, you have that inner strength that it takes to succeed. So I know after your graduation, as you move out from CVTC, you'll continue to be a success. 3 simple reasons why you'll be a success. 1, CVTC is specifically designed for the local job market. We know what local employers need. We know they need you. CVTC graduates are more essential in our communities now than ever before. The second reason is the faculty tell me you're ready. Now, the faculty are all dual professionals. They have already been a success in their chosen career, the career you're going into. And then they were so enthused about that career that they wanted to teach others, and so they joined us here at CVTC. Now, they're very dedicated to you, but they're dedicated to their professions too. And they're not going to let you graduate until they know that you're ready. And they say you're ready, so I know you're ready. And the third reason is you yourself. I talked a little about that inner strength. You're not the same person you were when you first entered CVTC. You have better skills, more knowledge, you're more confident. You're the new and improved you. You're ready for new challenges. Believe in yourself, you invested in yourself, and now it's time to reap the benefits from that investment. So graduates, this is your moment. Even if it's virtual, make sure that you enjoy the moment. Take pride in your education. That's a foundation that will stay with you, a resource that will be with you for your entire life. We can't wait to see what you can accomplish. So graduates, congratulations, take care, stay safe. Thank you. Graduates, please stand. By authority granted to me by the state of Wisconsin and the Chippewa Valley Technical College District Board, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I confer upon you the diploma or associate degree with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities associated with that accomplishment. Congratulations.